Everybody comfy? Thanks for joining us, guys. I got a lot of great compliments on last weekend's Coffee with Conti and that rapid sequence intro. So a little bit of that today, giving you an idea what it takes for me to kind of get ready to set up to record for today's show. And yes, we're here late. Well, you can't really see outside, but yeah, we're here late in the evening again. This is the only time to do that. And I appreciate the kind comments last week, acknowledging my dedication, not just to the channel, but it's really to you guys, to this car, and to this marketplace. So thanks for that. It really means a lot. And it keeps me going too, man. It really does. So it's good to have you guys here. I know a lot of you folks look forward to Sunday mornings, grabbing whatever, kicking back. Sometimes I wish it didn't, because I'm a little self-conscious. We're watching you on the big screen. Oh my God, please don't. At least stay way back. It's like, that's scary. But you guys do look for the conversations. What's Rick talking about today? I'm talking about you guys, talking about the market, and talking about this car. And there's a lot to talk about when it comes to Corvette. Thanks again for joining us for today's show. Seriously, it really is good to see you guys. It means so much that you're spending time with us on the channel. I do think about the content that we're putting forth for you guys, and there's a lot of great Corvette content and conversations to come, so make sure you join us each and every upload. You do that by subscribing, and you hit the bell notification, and then when we do uploads, you're like, hey, all right, everybody, shh, quiet. Rick's on. At least that's how I hope it goes. Regardless, you're here right now. Seriously, thanks for joining us. A couple of things coming up that I'm getting excited about after I've bitched and moaned. It's rightfully so. Okay, we'll leave it right there. But I've been kicked off the service schedule for a couple of months now. I've canceled 4 autocross events. I don't want to jinx myself, but thank you, Scott, for getting me on schedule. Monday, he said, Chuck is going to put my high-speed tires on, those Toyos that I'm really excited to drive. I hear so many great things about those tires. And when I do my, what I call high-speed stuff, when you're not doing parking lot cone stuff, when you're on track, I'm not doing track alignment. So having those tires, I think, are going to help me stick a little bit better, help me on, tracks like pit race that are more of an understeer track. I really think I'm going to get better performance out of the car. I'm going to get better handling, better times, and I'm going to share all that stuff with you. So that, high temp brake fluid, and then I'm going to do something that you're going to, when I do this to the Corvette, you guys are going to go, most of you will go, oh my God, Rick, what are you doing? Are you kidding? You're an idiot. That's stupid. You're going to start yelling at me, and you're going to go, wait a minute, Rick, I get it. Okay, you're good, man. Keep rolling. See, you guys know there's always a reason that I do stuff. I can't wait to share this. I almost second guess myself, but screw it. I'm doing it anyway. So that's coming up. We should share a little bit of that with you on Tech Tuesday. And Tech Tuesday is going to be an anniversary. Do you guys know what that anniversary is going to be? Yes, the reveal of the C8 Corvette, the big 7, 18, 19. Oh my gosh, did we cause a hubbub? I don't know if you guys saw this. My camo suit, and I wore this suit the night before the official bash event at the race dinner, and I just turned my camera off. Doug Feehan was talking, and everybody's talking about the reveal of the C8. So this is in April at the Corvette Museum. The reveal's in July, so Doug's talking about it, and he's saying the wrong date. And as you saw there just a second ago, I had the date all down my arm, down my leg, and everybody says, hey, Rick, stand up so Doug can see the date because he keeps getting it wrong. And I just turned the camera off, and everybody started laughing. There's a couple of people from GM that weren't laughing, and they didn't understand that it was just coincidental that I had the same idea that they had, because the very next day they revealed their event shirts and they were in camo. And I actually had to leave the event early. I didn't get a chance to go to the dinner that I normally go to, and I heard that people were saying to the GM guys, they going, hey man, your shirt doesn't have the Zora head like Rick's suit does. It doesn't have the date where we can read it like Rick's suit does. I'm like, oh my gosh. And they got upset thinking that I stole that idea. You only steal something if you knew about it in advance. Like I said, it was a coincidence that because I'm a marketing guy. Yeah, see, there you go. That I had the same idea and I just took it a little bit further to the extreme to have fun, to took time out of the office to be there with you guys and celebrate and promote the reveal of the C8 Corvette. That happened in Tustin, California. And again, that anniversary, the 4-year anniversary, is coming up this Tuesday. And I can't believe it's been 4 years. We're going into the 5th model year for the C8 Corvette. Now, I wasn't in Tustin, and usually I'm at these big major events, media reveals and stuff like that for Corvette. I wasn't there, and it turned out to be a blessing in disguise, and we're going to share some clips, little highlights with you Tuesday before Chuck and I's Tech Tuesday. Got a couple of quick questions for you guys, and I say it every week, but I'm telling you right now, Tuesday night, I've got a freaking phenomenal I mean, dude, I'm telling you, it is a phenomenal ride segment you don't want to miss. Oh, yeah! I want to spill it right now. It's worth it, okay? So I'll see you guys on Tuesday night. Let's get on with today's show. How about that? Okay, great. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I think I've had too many of these already. That's all right. I've talked about this channel and my focus and my mindset of the channel and the information and the manner in which we present it to you on the channel. It's really important to me. And some people look at YouTube as you are an influencer. In some regard, I feel that we are. I think more than I actually realize, and I got a couple of emails I want to share with you guys, and I feel that, yeah, we do influence you guys, but one of the words I said a couple of years ago that's key to this channel is that we encourage you by sharing the stuff that we do, talking about Corvette and its very lifestyle. This is fun. I appreciate that. And more of you, if you're doing this stuff, let me know. There's my email address right there on the screen. Get that to me. I'd love to know that we are affecting you guys, we're reaching you guys, and you guys are enjoying your car, right? You know what I mean? And Tim from California kind of covers something that is evident that some people have their cars, but they're not enjoying them. Let me read this to you guys real quick. I love talking to you guys. Thanks again for joining us. Okay, so Tim, thanks for sending this in. It's our customer that waited forever for his C8. He finally has it. Man, Amplify Orange. He says, Rick, this is where we influence and encourage you guys. Rick, I did my first autocross in the C8 today. It was a mega blast. It went real good, but I zigged when I should have zagged, and I went around a cone on the wrong side. That's a DNF, did not finish, which adds 10 seconds to your time. Now, this organization takes the total of 4 runs as your score, so I couldn't throw away the DNF run. Doing the math on the raw times and the raw times of others in my class, I was second fastest driver in my class. A few other Corvettes, but no C8s were running. It seems, listen to this is so funny. It seems like most of the C8 owners in my area prefer to get up early, drive to the parking lot, grab a cup of coffee, and then stand around looking at their cars for a couple of hours. I tried to tell them this is just like a Cars and Coffee, a whole bunch of killer cars parked in the parking lot with a lot of people walking around looking at them. Except if you go to the other end of the parking lot, people are actually driving them real fast around a bunch of cones. Tim, I appreciate you taking that shot because you are right, sir. Guys, don't just look at your cars. Get out there, drive them, and enjoy them, by all means. Tim follows up with a quick question. He says, Rick, I put track wrap on my car. It took forever. Dude, it doesn't have to be pretty. Just slap that crap on. It'll be good. Just make sure it doesn't fall off when you're on track. I'm tempted to leave it on until next month's event. Do you know, is there a risk if I leave it on too long? I don't want to ruin the paint on the car. No, you really shouldn't. Even if you had any kind of residue from that adhesion, here's the Here's a track wrap that he uses. I mean, this is not as thick as some of them, you know, as far as wide rather, but it's a little bit thicker than a clear bra, and it's great because you do, if you're on a higher speed track, oh my gosh, you get debris all over the gosh darn place. I'm going to share a lot of that stuff with you too. But yeah, you can leave it on. Man, there's all kinds of stuff that can get that residue off. If you had any of that, if it was sitting out in the sun for a month, you should be fine, man. I wouldn't worry about it because it is a little bit of torture putting it on. You want to cover the main contact areas. And I know some guys actually put a film on their windshield when you're on high-speed track. You don't realize it. I haven't been able to find it because I saw it on PDR when I was driving a pit race last October, and I'm driving all of a sudden, boom, and right in the PDR, and right on the windshield. It's like, whoa, crap's flying up from the guy in front of me. So, yeah, you got to protect the car. And Tim, your car is looking fantastic. I know you worked hard. You saved for years for the car. You waited a long time with us, and I really do appreciate the business. And it's great to be a part of your Corvette lifestyle. And here's one more for you. Yet another influence, another encouragement to get out there, drive, and enjoy your car right in our backyard. It's Steve from Pataskala, and he says, Rick, I realize this pick may not be to the beautiful ride standard, but here's Happy Cat. Another cool vanity plate, and another great story like we were talking last week is coming up next. Here's Happy Cat in the paddock at the Fortress for my first autocross. And in fact, that was my first of my very own autocross, not driving in a lead follow type situation you get at Ron Fellows and other tracks. This was my first place I actually drove my car, was at the Fortress at Obet's here in Columbus, Ohio, and they do a wonderful job. Steve, I'm glad you went out there. And how was it? He said, it was a blast. He goes, I'm going back. He goes, I had some nervousness, I get that, going in, but once underway on my first run, those feelings vanished, replaced with eagerness for more runs and faster runs. Rick, thank you for the encouragement from your videos to just drive my Corvette. All right, last week on the show, and I knew this was going to happen, I was sharing with you guys some fun vanity plates, and all of a sudden people started sending in vanity plates. So we're going to have a pretty good portion of that coming up on Tuesday night's ride segment. That wasn't what I was referring to earlier. You'll see what I mean on Tuesday night. Oh, baby. Anyway, what I also said last week, and this is funny, and I'm so glad they sent this in, and I got to share it because I was right. If you see a vanity plate on a car, especially if you're driving down the highway, you got to be able to look at the damn thing and know what it means, okay? I mean, mine says thanks Taj. Now, most of people that aren't Corvette oriented aren't going to know who Taj is. Like as teased, they said, oh, it's probably his dad or his grandpa that gave him the money for that car. It's like, okay, whatever. But if you're in the Corvette community, you're like, hey, wow, that's pretty cool. Homage to Taj, absolutely. And I got Zora stickers on my B-pillars and all that kind of stuff. So those two guys, and as we talked last week, Paul had the interior badge that said Zora plus Taj equals C8. That was freaking cool. All right, let me read you this email if I can get through it because I just cracked up so much. And thank you for watching the channel, Ted, and thanks for sending this in from California. Rick, I know you like easy-to-read vanity plates, as we've noted so very well. This one might be a little difficult to figure out. Yeah, okay. ETCKTC8. Yeah, dude, I'm cruising down the highway at 70 miles an hour. I'm going to go, what the hell was that? What is that? See, that's what I'm talking about. What is that crap? I'm going to tell you what it is. Listen to this. As he goes on and says, yes, this one might be a little difficult to figure out. The story about developing the license plate was kind of funny. My wife and I were trying to figure out something clever. Okay, paralysis from analysis. I say she came up with this. ETCKTC8. Does anybody figure that out yet? I mean, some of you guys are a little more. Okay, let's continue. Referring back to the day of Disneyland, when you paid $5 to get in, and then you bought a ticket book for various rides. The tickets were lettered A through E. The A tickets were for good things like shooting galleries and the boring rides. And the E tickets were for the most thrilling rides, like the Matterhorn and the rocket ships and so on. So, are you guys getting this one yet? Okay, it's ET, as you saw, CKTC8. They said it means the most thrilling ride, C8. So the funny thing was, after going through all the process of thinking up the license plate, filling out the paperwork, and sending off the check, we both looked at each other and we said, only the older people who went to Disneyland back in the day will even know what the E ticket is. It was quickly confirmed. I told you guys, see? This is the brain damage those goofy plates cause. It was quickly confirmed when the installer, who was in his 30s of my Expel, asked us what the license plate meant. See? He's like, I don't understand. What is that? We explained, and he responded, he worked at Disneyland and knew nothing about the tickets for the rides there. We Googled it, so you had to Google it? Yeah, so we Googled it to show him what the ticket books looked like back then, and he responded, he thought the license plate was cool and very clever, thus that's why the easy-to-read vanity plates, like you said, Rick, do make more sense. Yeah, that's too much explaining. And you had to Google it? No. You're not doing that on the freeway at 75. People can go, what the heck was that? That's a waste of money. I don't know what that was. Rick, I love your bi-weekly and sometimes more vlogs and videos. I realize it's a tremendous amount of time to produce, especially with the excellent and relative content that you're bringing us. With this being an additional job to your day job, thank you for providing excellent service to your customers. It is much appreciated. Ted, I appreciate you. He says, my only regret is I didn't discover you sooner, so I could have purchased my C8 from you, and you could give me the delivery experience that I've seen you give your customers on the channel. Thanks again for all your hard work, Ted, in California. Thank you. As a matter of fact, what we got for you in a closing clip here in just a second is yet another send-off, Pat. And when you see the picture of Greg in the car, I'm so glad I captured that. I want you to look for, here, just look at it right now. When you look at his face, he's sitting in his C8. That's what, do you see that? That's what this car is all about, man. That pride of ownership. That's accomplishment that I got my Corvette. And dude, we got that on the channel. I was a part of that. And this 28 years in rolling. It's super cool. That's coming up here in just a minute. We've got a special send-off, Pat, for you from Nova Scotia, Canada. Yeah, our friend Ivan Hines and all the cool guys up there. Ivan sent me this text. He says, Rick, my friend just picked up his 70th anniversary Stingray. Congratulations. Wow, those were hard to get. And in white pearl. He asked if you could make a send-off Pat video. You can kind of just voice over it. No, I think you guys did a great job. I'll throw in some sound effects here, and please use it on the channel. Ivan, it would be my pleasure. Thank you so much for your generosity and all your support. Claude, congratulations on your 70th anniversary Stingray. Here's your send-off, Pat.
So congratulations to Claude and Dion from Fall River, Nova Scotia. 70th anniversary, pearl white convertible. A little send off, pat, and rub the wing. Congratulations.
See, we've made the send-off, Pat, the acknowledgement of you guys getting your car. That way we say thank you and appreciate your business. We made it a thing. I think that's cool, man. Thank you. And coming up on today's Coffee with Conti, some closing comments, and I say it constantly, and I probably said it a bunch of times in today's video, but I really do appreciate the time that you spend on this channel. Our watch time is off the hook, but it's the mature, engaging audience that we broadcast to, so you guys are super cool, and it really does mean a lot to me. Let me share with you now the send-off, Pat, from Greg in Florida. He could have shipped this car, almost shipped the car. I'm so glad he didn't. We had a great conversation. He got a beautiful car. I want you to meet this guy. Yes, wherever you go, whatever you're doing, when you go to car shows, if you're the guy sitting back in your chair at the car show, or you go to the park, you people watch. Well, that's what you're going to do right now on my Corvette channel. Here's Greg from Florida. Yep. That's how we do it. No matter the weather, we're doing a send-off, Pat. Welcome to the channel. Man, Greg, I can't let you just watch the channel and not be on the channel. Say hi to everybody back in the Tampa, Florida area, man.
Corvette Posse, Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's great, man. Look at his new ride, man. Yeah. Look at this thing. This is sweet. And you don't have the kick-ass wheels on them yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. It's coming.
I saw them. They're going to look good. That's the only thing he didn't do. Everything else on the spec is beautiful. Hardtop convertible. Yes. Hypersonic gray. Painted roof in his cells. Look at this interior. Our #1 interior with our customers here at Coughlin. The two-tone red and black GT2 seats. Nice job. Sorry it's raining today. Good thing you got the all-weather mats because you're going to need them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did the stealth package. Yes. All kinds of neat stuff. Did the blue extended mirrors here. It's got some Paragon ground effects on there. Got the blue attack air filter in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for everything, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
so
sir.
happy for you, man. You had one hell of a drive coming up.
Yeah.
A lot of times guys from that distance will ship. You didn't. I'm glad you didn't because I love meeting you guys. It's tough for me to get out of the office as much as I want to, but seriously, to meet you is really a pleasure. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
it, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
And thank you for your service too, man.
Thank you.
That means
Thank you.
a lot. It really is. And your son too.
Thank you.
How about that?
And my daughter.
And your and your daughter. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I don't get my ass kicked if I don't acknowledge her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're a military family.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Seriously,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, man.
And here, let's just acknowledge your wife real quick. His wife said, she's gonna get mad at me. See, you shouldn't tell me anything. 'Cause she said, I don't know about this new C8. And I told you what, by the time you get home,
Yeah.
you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what. What's your wife's first name?
Terica.
Terica, I'm telling you what, honey. I promise you will fall in love with this car. You'll fall in love with him all over again because of this car. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
because
good. Yeah, I can
this
take
car's
that
free.
one.
I should write that down.
Yeah, all over
But seriously,
again.
this car's all about you guys. Get out there and enjoy it because it is so different. It is so exotic. It is so much fun. And that's really what this is all about. So congratulations, man. Did a good job, man.
That look good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, that look good. I ain't done yet.
See, told you.
I ain't
Never done.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You know, I looked at my car in the garage and I was like, man.
Right.
I started having second thoughts, but now that I see it in person,
I hear that all the time.
Oh, Jesus.
I've had a lot of guys have had C7, and let's face it, C7 was
Yeah.
a great car.
Yeah, and I didn't think
and
they
they
could do
didn't
no
trade
better.
them. You're
Mhm.
trading yours.
Mhm.
They don't trade them, and then they call me like 6 months to a year later. It's like, hey man, you were right. I'm not even driving that C7.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah.
buy it? Just, I mean, you know, this C8, I'm in love with it.
Yeah.
And it's neat for the new market we've got coming, but it really is neat for you guys, the existing Corvette market, that see that we've risen to a new level.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll love it more than any other Corvette that you've ever been in. This is the best that we've ever had, and this is a keeper, man. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're excited by your spec. What made you pick hypersonic gray?
My wife.
Okay.
Yep, she wanted the hypersonic gray. I had built it with the what is that? The silver
Oh, silver flare.
flare.
Okay.
And she was like, I like the hypersonic gray one.
Yeah. Well, you watch the
she had
channel,
gray before, so.
and you may have seen Paul from Kansas and Chris from Michigan, and they too got hypersonic gray convertibles, and they're right. I think this color, one of the best colors in the palette for 2023, show off the lines of the car,
Yeah,
probably
it
the
does.
best.
Yep.
Silver, you might miss a little bit of that. So this one's going to really show it off, really add that exotic. You're going to be down there in Tampa rolling. Everyone's going to think, hey man, is that a Ferrari? Is that a Lamborghini? No.
No, this is American made.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's my man. I love it. I love it. I'm standing here just looking at it. It's gorgeous, dude.
It is.
It really
And
is,
that
man.
Paragon kit, that's totally different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different.
I know. Every time I talk to you on the phone, you're like, God, Rick, I got to have something different.
Different.
See, everybody wants to make it unique and it's hard. There's a lot of good stuff out there, but you did a good job.
Yeah,
You did a really good
appreciate
job.
you, Rick. Yeah, couldn't have got it done.
I appreciate you, man.
I told my wife, I said, look, my mom passed.
Oh.
It was a year yesterday.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, now he gonna tell me that car is ready. Oh, and that's what you did. You told me on that. I told her that at the beginning of the month.
Oh,
I
was
said,
it
he
really?
gonna say that car ready on Thursday, the 22nd of June. And that's what you said. When you said at the beginning of the week, you said we'll have it ready for you by Thursday. Yeah,
Wow.
by Thursday.
Oh,
So
that-
when I was
that's
driving up
special.
yesterday, it was the anniversary of her 1 year. She always wanted to get in that car every time I buy one. She's just the third one.
Yeah.
And she was like, let me sit in it.
Oh,
Yeah, let me
that's
see.
cool.
Now, I usually ride her home to Georgia, from Plant City to Georgia, and every
Yeah.
bit I get. So this will be the first one that I got that she haven't rode in
Oh.
to Georgia in. So
What was your first Corvette?
I had the C6.
Okay.
I had the C6.
Good
And
car,
then I
man.
went from the C6 3LT to the Grand Spoke C7,
Yeah.
and now to the C8.
Yeah.
So this will be the third one. So it'll be the first one she haven't been in, but she looking down.
Oh, 100% she's
see
looking
it.
down.
She see it.
You bet. Oh, that's awesome.
See it, yeah.
That is so special. He said she don't even have her feet on yet. He's getting excited. It's been more than an hour since I last talked to you guys, but he is really pumped now.
Yeah, I'm ready to roll, baby.
Congratulations to you and your wife and your family.
Thank you, Rick. You made it all possible without you.
Well, your flexibility made it possible, man. To do business that far away is still bizarre to a lot of people. It's what I do. I'm used to doing for 28 years, but it's because of you guys I'm able to do that. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Congratulations, man.
All right.
All right, here we go.
I need to come see it, Rick. Corvette Conti. You want a car, you better come see it.
I love the free commercials too, man. Keep going, keep going.
You better come see it. Vet Posse, Tampa, Florida. Y'all better come see Rick. I keep telling y'all, fooling around with the money guys. Yeah. They ain't moving nothing. Rick moving vehicles.
That's cool, man. I appreciate that. That's so cool, man.
All right, man.
We're going to do that send-off, Pat, to make it all official, to make it fun right here on the channel. Thanks for watching, and thanks for sharing in Greg's moment today. For Greg and Terica in Florida. And Terica, you're going to love it. I promise you're going to love it. Congratulations. We have that send-off, Pat. Back to Tampa, Florida area, thumbs up, and Z51's got a wing, and we always rub the wing. Way to go, Greg. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Greg. Yeah. Woo. It's true, when you come out of C7, as good as that car is and was, and you go into C8, you're in for a real treat. Send-off, Pat, is the thing. I love being a part of your purchases. Thank you so much for those opportunities and your support of me from a retail standpoint, and right here for watching on our channel. Well, did you guys see what I mean? Yeah, wasn't he cool? So happy for him. And it just really means a lot that I have the opportunity to reach so many of you from across the country. Closing comments here. Okay, we already talked about, I'm going to put my, I bored you with, I'm going to put my tires on, my brake fluid, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then the crazy nutty thing I'm going to do to the car, yeah, I'll get some shots for that one. And that's quite all right. Keep them talking. Yes. Oh, I will. You can count on that. And also coming up, what we plan to do Beyond the Tech Tuesday is Thursday. Should be our first memo regarding 2024s. Get an idea. They're not going to go away just because we change model years. Constraints, what the limited availability is going to be. Is there any late startups? We don't have any communication on E-Ray. It looks good that E-Ray is going to be moving forward, but we still don't know. We need that in writing from Chevrolet. I appreciate all the questions, but I can't answer them until they tell us, and then I can tell you. So we're kind of in that funky in-between thing. So Thursday should let us know what's going on with that. And then we'll talk, if we get that memo, then I'll talk more about allocations, what you can expect, why you got to wait. Is the wait going to be as long as it has been? I don't think it will be in the Stingray era. Because there's so much we don't know about E-Ray and the effect that E-Ray is going to have on Z06, that'll be a conversation that I hope that we have on Thursday. Support this channel, subscribe, thumbs up the video, make some comments down below. I do, and the other viewers love hearing from you guys. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.